Understand everything in the world, in the universe is nitya, eternal. All the good you do is eternal. It comes with you forever. Same way, all the bad you do comes with you forever. The secret to drop the sufferings from the bad is dropping that pattern. See, if you decide to drop that pattern due to which you do bad things, all the bad things you did in the past, all of them lose power over you, they just die. They just die. All the bad karma just disappears, gets burnt. The moment you burn the pattern, karma is also burnt. Same way, at one point in your life, you need to burn even good things. If you do dana of the good things, it gets burnt. If you sacrifice your punya, do dana, it gets burnt. Understand? In your life, you have to burn bad and good both. If you burn only bad and want to enjoy good, you can enjoy. That is also your freedom. First thing, everything is nitya, eternal. If you cherish enmity, anger, violence, do some actions because you have an upper hand, don't think you can escape from it. Be very clear, good and bad both are nitya, eternal. You can get rid of bad. Bad can be burnt if you burn that pattern due to which you cause bad things. You can get rid of good when you want to get rid by simply doing dana of that good. Like how Karna gave all his punya to Krishna. Being a great devotee, Arjuna got Vishwarupa only for a few seconds. Karna had Vishwarupa Darshana, and in that space he was given liberation. Karna moksha is not an ordinary joke, I tell you. Karna moksha is the absolute compassion of Krishna. Krishna, in his element of compassion, is Karna moksha. Because how much Karna abused Krishna, I know. The way Karna, just to please Duryodhana. See, Duryodhana abusing Krishna is nothing because everyone knows Duryodhana is shit. But Karna is a man of a character, strength and glory, and certain charisma and energy. When a personality like Karna abuses Krishna, it's a real insult, real abusal. But Krishna using his personal quota, each incarnation has their own personal quota. They have a veto power to give liberation to any kind of persons, any kind of being. So Krishna has decided to give liberation to Karna for various reasons, because he himself planned and took that Surya Kavacha and Surya Kundala from Karna's body to protect Arjuna. So he decided that let me liberate, let me give at least moksha. One beautiful thing with Karna, he has done so much punya by dana. Karna has gained so much punya by the pure dana. Now, if he wants, he can live as Indra due to that punya. But Krishna knows liberation, enlightenment, moksha is much more than living as Indra. And he goes and stands in front of Karna. Last moment. And asks Karna, give me all the punya you have earned. Please understand, Karna knows it is Krishna, not some ordinary Brahmana. He knows it is Krishna. Read Mahabharata. When Karna gives dana, that whole statement clearly shows Karna knows it is Krishna. If you just go and read the original verses of Krishna receiving dana and Karna giving dana, read the original verses. Simply you know, Krishna knows why he is doing what he is doing. Karna knows why he is doing what he is doing. And Karna knows very clearly it is to Krishna he is giving. If you read the original verse, when Karna is giving his Kavacha Kundala to Indra, the way he addresses the receiver, it shows very clearly Karna knows it is Indra taking dana with the ulterior motive. The sarcasm Karna is expressing when he is giving dana, and the reverence with which he is addressing the receiver, you can see very clearly Karna knows it is Indra who is receiving. Same way, when Karna is giving all his punya, the reverence and devotion he demonstrates in the words. Karna knows it is Krishna receiving. Listen carefully. Listen. Both Indra also came as an old Brahmin. Krishna also goes as an old Brahmin. Because an old Brahmin will never be denied. Both come in the same disguise, but if you read the statements of Karna, you will know very clearly he is not getting cheated. He knows to whom he is giving and the side effects and after effects, but giver is a giver, is a giver. Mahadani Karna. I think that Surya's DNA, Surya's quality of giving is in the DNA of Karna. if you read the statements Karna uttering when he gives his Kavacha Kundala armor to Indra, and the statements Karna is uttering when he gives his punya to Krishna, you will see very clearly Karna knows what he is doing and to whom he is giving. Anyhow, Krishna receives it and gives liberation. And I tell you, actually I wanted to explain the glory of Krishna, but I ended up in explaining the glory of Karna. Anyhow, here both need to be glorified for their role in this whole psychodrama. When Karna gives all the punya, immediately Krishna reveals his Vishwarupa, one side giving moksha to Karna, other side telling Arjuna, now send the arrows, because all the Arjuna's arrows were not affecting Karna, because Dharma Devata is punya. The punya of Karna was protecting him. No arrows were able to touch. Now Krishna has taken away all the punya. So Arjuna's arrows killed Karna. And Krishna liberated Karna. Understand the truth I am trying to convey to all of you. All punya you earn, if you don't want them, just by dana you can get rid of it. All sins, the sufferings, bad karma you earned, if you don't want them, just burn the pattern due to which you commit those karmas and sins, they will leave you.